Good morning, students! By the way, I am Mote Nor-faisah, and for today's video, where we're going to talk about the strategies in developing reading fluency. So what is fluency? Fluency is the reading quickly, accurately, and with expression. It combines rate and accuracy, requires automaticity, and includes reading with prosody. So rate plus accuracy is equals to fluency and comprehension. So fluency is the ability to read with speed, accuracy, and proper expression. Fluency is usually a concern when children are already readers. So what is automaticity? Automaticity is quick, accurate recognition of letters and words. It is achieved through corrected practice. So, what does fluent reading sound like? It is fluent reading flows, and it sounds smooth with natural pause. These are the ways to develop fluency. Number 1, model fluent reading. Number 2, provide direct instruction and feedback. Number 3, provide reader support. Number 4, use repeated readings of one text. Number 5, cue phrase boundaries in text. And lastly, provide students with easy reading materials. These are the 10 ways to improve reading fluency. Number 1, read aloud to children to provide a model of fluent reading. It is very common for primary teachers and elementary teachers to read aloud to their students. But as students get older, the treasure read aloud becomes something we do if we have time. Number 2, have children listen and follow along with audio recordings. A large listening library is ideal. If your school budget doesn't allow it, borrow audiobooks from the library and place them in your listening center. Some teachers even record themselves as they read aloud to their class. Then they place the recording in the listening center. Number 3, practice sight words using playful activities. When children know many words by sight, they are less likely to be awkward and choppy readers. There are many games over flashcard. Examples is word in the box, the flashcard words. There are many examples of sight words that we can use in our children or students. Number 4, let children perform a reader theater. So reader theater requires no set or costumes and is a fantastic way to improve fluency. Children take turns reading their parts from a script and bring the text alive through their voices. So if you are going to have a theater play with your students, create an original play with speaking parts or adapt a familiar story by typing it up to several speaking parts. So there are many theater play that you can choose to let your children play it in your classroom. Number 5, do pair reading. Some teachers have made pair reading, also called the buddy reading or partner reading, a daily practice within their literacy block. To do pair reading, put students in pairs and have them read to each other. Pair more fluent readers with less fluent readers. But be careful not to make the ability gap too great. Children can take turns reading by sentence, paragraph, or pages. Number 6, try echo reading. So, With echo reading, the teacher displays an enlarged text so that students can follow along. This might be a big book or a text display on an interactive whiteboard. The teacher often points to words as she reads a sentence or short paragraph. Then, she points to the word again as students echo her reading. Number 7, do choral reading. With choral reading, the teacher reads an enlarged text several times until students are familiar with it. Then the class joins her as they read the text together. Examples: nursery rhymes, songs, and funny story are fantastic for choral reading. Number 8, do repeated reading. Echo reading and choral reading are both forms of repeated reading. Repeated reading is also something that students can do individually. Number 9, practice scooping phrases. While we encourage beginning readers to point to each word as they read, this is something we want our readers to grow out of it. Enter scooping phrases. Simply write a short passage on paper. Then guide your learner as he reads the passage and draw curved lines under each phrase. And lastly, number 10, have your students do a lot of reading at a level they can read independently. I recommend using decodable text with beginning readers. These are the examples that you can use with your children or students to develop their reading fluency. Number 1, pocket chart with pre-premier words, making a sentence. Number 2, words in a box or words in a bag, in a container, or in a bin. So, you can use phrases in a box and sentence in a box. And lastly, the Zap game. So, Zap game encourage reading fluently and accurately and quickly. It is use high frequency word or any words you like. Use simple items like paper bags and index card. It is very easily to replicate for use at home and school. So that's all for today's discussion. I hope you understand our today's discussion. Bye-bye.